170 grand in a month on YouTube, that's light work. There are some people making that in a day or in a week, or making it every month regularly. Yo, so I did a video about this in the past. I've only ever heard of maybe one or two other people on YouTube even talk about this. I know for a fact Anton Daniels mentioned it, that you can use this social media or YouTube to market yourself to a lot of these major corporations. So just to give you an example, I had a builder and a developer reach out to me yesterday. And anybody in the real estate game can tell you, especially if you're an agent, to get with a developer or a builder, somebody that's really doing volume, it's really hard to do. You gotta have the right relationships. You gotta be able to network to get these opportunities. Well, these builders and these developers reached out to me yesterday, and they were just like, hey, we wanna work with you. We've been, watching you on YouTube for however long, and we're interested in, starting a relationship with you. We want you to help us with our properties. We wanna do business with you. All from a YouTube channel. And it's not this YouTube channel. I have a localized YouTube channel with only like 1,600 subscribers. And, and again, I've broken down the numbers on how real estate works, especially being an agent. And if you have a builder that's building, let's just take a boutique builder, for example, and they're building, these luxury townhomes, and they may only build between like 30 or 50 or 100 of them. That's a lot of money in commission. Okay, it's if you're working with a builder and you're listing a lot of their homes, but this boutique builder or a larger builder, you can make millions of dollars easily. Just listing these homes. But that goes to show the power of YouTube and even a smaller channel, right? And most creators, they're not going to tell you this stuff. They're not going to tell you the type of brand deals that are walking through the door. They're not going to tell you the type of money that they're making. They're just going to entertain you. And if you notice, a lot of people come on YouTube, and next thing you know, they're riding around in Lamborghinis. They're buying homes on the water in Florida, and this is all because of the internet. I have a lot of people that reach out to me, and it gets repetitive, where people are like trying to figure out, okay, how do I get to the next level? How can I make more money? How can I do this and how can I do that? And my answer will always be the same: start a YouTube channel. Instagram is a lot harder to me to market yourself. But with YouTube, it doesn't really, you just have to have a camera and have some sort of expertise. The first thing they said was, when they called me was like, you give out a lot of free information, while most agents are just money hungry. And I said this in the video yesterday, that the real estate game is kind of messed up because people are so hungry for money, because the money is so large, it's so intense, especially in a market like mine. Like if you're in the DC, Maryland area, and you're in real estate, the checks are a lot bigger. Of course, the deals, the homes, they cost more. It costs more to buy land. And that's just the way it is, up here versus being down south or in the Midwest. And, that type of greed is what, keeps a lot of people from opportunities. But because, I'm on these channels and I'm talking about first-time home buyers programs, how to get access to forgivable money, and just giving ideas to people, and genuinely helping people, these builders and some of these other companies reach out to me and they say, hey, we want to work with you. And initially, in some cases, they're handing me a blank check to say, like, what's your fee? I get that all the time. What's your fee? What's your fee? And that's just the power of it. Everybody has some sort of specialty. Everybody has a specialized knowledge where if you post it on YouTube or something about it every day, you will make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. And it sounds far-fetched. Like I had a guy come on in the comment section and say, oh, well, $1 million a month, like those numbers don't even sound realistic. I think it was a video I was referring to some other creators. Now I've never made $1 million a month off of YouTube. The most I've ever made in a month was like $170,000, which is still decent or above average, well above the average American. And like I told people, that's light work. That's light work. 170 grand in a month on YouTube, that's light work. There are some people making that in a day or in a week, or making it every month regularly, just from YouTube. Like I said before, cable television is dead. YouTube is the new is the new cable television. And it's not just for children, it's for people my age too. And there's a lot of money in it. You can use it to even get some of these jobs, right? Like, so for example, if you're good at marketing, you know, some of these companies will look at your thumbnails and look how you edit your videos and look at the type of content you produce and say, hey, we want you to come head our marketing department. We'll pay you $500,000 a year, all from some YouTube videos, right? So you got your YouTube running, doing whatever you're doing, and then you got this marketing job over here too. And you're making both incomes essentially off of creating content. And now creating content, it technically is a skill set, but just like with anything, you know, the more you do it, the better you get. And again, you'll never see creators talk about this stuff. And you don't have to be perfect, right? Like, my videos aren't perfect. There isn't no high quality editing. There is no filming team, none of that stuff. It's literally just me, a camera or a cell phone, and just uploading videos consistently, right? Consistency is what makes the money come in. And it's something that's not saturated. People think it's saturated, but it's not, because YouTube is so large and it's so wide, as far as like the diversity, the opportunity, and you know, the world is just starting to adopt some of these things. Cause like, if you can break into an international market in terms of like viewers, oh man, the money will go crazy. It will go crazy. So like, for me, my market is mostly the United States. I don't put out the type of content, since I'm talking about credit cards and real estate, that's not going to appeal to an international audience, right? But if you come out with a style of content that breaks into an international audience, it's crazy, because the reach is so wide. You know, you think about all these different countries and continents. If you can reach, you know what I mean? It's a crazy bag. It's a crazy bag. But I just wanted to just say that because it's a lot of money out here on YouTube. In these YouTube streets, it's a lot of money. That's why a lot of these people that you all watch, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to tell you what's going on behind the scenes. They're just going to make millions off of your attention. You're not going to get anything from it. And then they're riding around in Miami in Lambos. And that's one of the reasons why you have a lot of misinformation going on YouTube, because, you know, it sells. It's a crazy amount of money. Like the real estate market crash, the conspiracy theories, you know, the whole thing with like hip hop, and like that stuff pays a lot of money, okay? Because, you know, people are interested in it, but they don't make money from it. The person creating the content makes money, but the viewer isn't making anything. The viewer is just wasting their time, essentially. They're not learning anything. It's not going to make them better. And, you know, most of these content creators won't tell you that. They all know. They're getting checks all the way for mentioning a company, the clothes that they wear, talking about certain products. Like, it's crazy. It's just a crazy amount of money, and it's only getting better. So I just wanted to just put that out there, because I see a lot of people that reach out to me through email in the comment section. They're trying to figure out how to elevate their business, how they can make more money. If you have a business, get on YouTube. It doesn't matter. There's a guy that cuts grass on YouTube. He makes videos when somebody calls him and the grass is as tall as he is, you know, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views, but he also meets customers through the video, through the channel. He puts his phone number, his email in the description, and people reach out to him. That's how he markets his business. But in addition to that, he gets a stream of income from YouTube. And then you got like John Deere and them hitting him up like, hey bro, we're going to give you a lawnmower and write you a check, so that when you cut these yards, drive John Deere and, you know, give us a shout out. So it's one of those type of things. It's like it's like it's like an evolving circle that just keeps going, a flow of money that never stops, because everybody has a cell phone, and what's for sale is the attention, right? So once you got the attention, just like a television network, when they charge these advertisers, once you got the attention, it's up. It's a lot of money that can be made. There's a lot of doors open. There's a lot of opportunity. And again, even back to real estate with these developers, you know, a lot of people have to work hard to get these development relationships. Not saying that I don't work hard, but I didn't have to call anybody. I didn't have to show up to any networking events. I didn't have to send any mailers in the mail. Like, I would just upload videos like this onto the internet, and they would call, and they call me, right? And it's not a thing of arrogance, right? It's just I was just doing my thing, and they recognize and they like what I'm doing. So they say, hey, we want to get with you. We want to have a meeting with you. We want to work with you for our projects, for our upcoming projects, and anything else that we have going on. Okay, so just something like that can be millions of dollars in income for me, and not even just income, right? Let's just say I tell them, hey, I'll work with you all for free, but I wanna understand how you all are developing down here. Like, what are the ins and outs? I don't build. I'm not a builder, but down here building is different than building in the Midwest or the South. The reason being is the land up here is a lot cheaper. That's why up here you got a bunch of homes on a small piece of land versus you go to the South where everything's spread out. It's totally different process. So like even that, right? To be able to get the information on that and without having to pay anybody, right? So it's something that opens up a lot of doors, and nobody talks about this on the internet. Nobody. Myself, like I said, I've heard Anton mention it and maybe a few other people on YouTube, but people really are sleeping on the opportunity as far as the type of doors that open just from starting YouTube channel. And like I said, this is one of my larger YouTube channels, but I got another one that only has 1,600 subscribers, and that one brings in more money than this one does. And that's just the honest truth, because it's a niche. It's about local real estate, and buyers, sellers, now developers and builders are all coming through that channel. Okay, but I just wanted to just put that out there. It's a lot of money out here on these YouTube streets. I can't speak on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Those aren't my things. But YouTube, I got that down pat. And I'm telling you now, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, because in the near future, YouTube is going to be the only thing.